I wish that I could tell you that I saw this coming. I wish that I knew that it would be this bad. Now, I knew it would be bad, as many others have said, but no one saw it being this bad at this point in time. This is truly a historic drop for the Marvels, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe is in the worst possible position you could imagine. And look, even the worst critics of the MCU, I don't think saw it this bad. 78% drop at the weekend box office, coming off of the worst opening weekend ever. It's one thing to have a historically big opening weekend and then the second weekend having a pretty steep drop. It's another thing to have a historically low opening weekend and then having a historically low second weekend at the box office. And that is what's happening with the Marvels. And it's not just stateside, it's overseas as well. Here we have the breakdown. That's it. The Marvels crashes and burns, making history and beating Morbius as the biggest second weekend drop of all time for a comic book movie at the U.S. box office. After grossing just $10.2 million on its second three-day weekend, horrific legs, dropping 77.9% from opening weekend for a $65 million U.S. cum. It will be the first MCU film in history to not cross $100 million in the entire domestic run, eyeing an $80 million to $90 million U.S. run. And right here, top 10 biggest second weekend drops from major theatrical comic book movies. And there you have it right there, by a mile, beating Morbius. This is substantially worse than The Flash. Right now, there are questions if this movie is going to hit $200 million worldwide. Worldwide, this is a $300 million production budget, meaning it needs to make $700 million for a profit. This movie is looking to lose maybe $500 million, and it's getting worse for them everywhere. Overseas, the Marvels also had a disastrous second weekend at the box office after grossing just 19.5. Better hold than in the U.S., but still harsh. 69.2% drop from opening weekend for a $96.3 million international cum over 52 markets. So it's eyeing a $210 to $240 million global run right now. That's where we are. This is insane. And as you have the Hollywood Reporter right here, the Marvels suffers historic drop. We're going to cover the Hunger Games situation in a separate video, but right now this is all about the Marvels. And so this is truly something that if you're a fan of comic books, of superheroes, of good movies, then you have every reason to smile watching this all play out, because Marvel and Disney and Hollywood has basically decided that you're the enemy. You're the worst person in the world. And they have used the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to go after fans consistently. We remember the situation with Captain Marvel and when it made $1 billion, over $1 billion. And we remember all of the fans going, this movie is completely protected. This movie has completely been pushed into a situation to maximize everything, which in isolation is not a problem. You want to maximize every opportunity that you have. But the fact that they changed Rotten Tomatoes around to protect Captain Marvel, the fact that no one talked about it, we didn't care. No one cared about the movie. It was all about the Brie Larson's comments and the media's constant defense of Brie Larson. That's what it was all about. And the media would constantly come out and call everybody racist, sexist, toxic, and there was all of these narratives built around it. And what did we, the fans, keep saying? There's no success to be had. All you need is one more project to show that there is nothing here. And now we have that with the Marvels. There is no support for Brie Larson. There's no support for the MCU. There's no support for this. This is a dead brand now. The MCU, the once most prominent and successful brand in the history of movies, is now completely dead and irrelevant, and it's due to identity politics. It's due to disrespecting the fans. It's due to these studios thinking that they are better than everyone else. And it's the same path that the Star Wars universe is heading down. I can't believe the MCU actually died officially worse than Star Wars at this point. And Star Wars is already dead too, but the MCU is even worse now. What an amazing accomplishment. So congratulations to all of the diversity, inclusion, and representation army out there. You've done a great job. Where's all the bots at? Where's all the Bree bots at? Why aren't they supporting this movie? Where are they at? Why aren't they going to pay for this movie right now? Because they are exactly who we said they were. They don't go and pay for these things. They don't go and support these things. They sit on Twitter all day long and pretend to care about something, but they don't actually spend any money because they don't have money, because they don't have jobs, they don't have lives, they don't have ambition. They're just miserable losers who sit around on social media all day and call everybody racist and sexist. And now you have the Marvels, the biggest flop in the history of comic book movies. Well done, Disney. Well done, Marvel. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.